Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be covering the Max Damage bundle. This is over at Fanatical. If you're not familiar with Fanatical, basically Bundle Stars has changed their name to Fanatical, so it's now fanatical.com instead of bundlestars.com, but this is their first bundle since they changed their name. It includes 8 Steam games for $3.50, and normally I only do videos on bundles when they're quality games, so this bundle includes Carmageddon Max Damage, Punch Club Deluxe Edition, System Shock Enhanced Edition, Guts and Glory, Serial Cleaner, Final Exam, Monochrome, and Sudden Strike Gold. So out of those 8 games, I would say 5 to 6 are pretty good. The other 2 are pretty old games, but you may still find some enjoyment in them. So around 6 good games for $3.50, I think that is an excellent deal, but it's really up to you. Carmageddon Max Damage, I don't think this game has ever been bundled before. It was on my wish list for quite some time. It's essentially a over-the-top action racing game. It's kind of like Twisted Metal, crazy cars, it's multiplayer, lots of blood and gore, and just ridiculous weapons and so forth. Probably be a super fun game to play with friends online, but this is definitely a game that I had my eyes on, and I picked it up in this bundle, and I'll probably play it in the near future. So if you're into over-the-top, just racing games, you might really enjoy Carmageddon and Max Damage. And it is a sequel to the original Carmageddon, which came out many years ago. Scrolling down, Punch Club, that's another big game. I haven't played it, but it's sort of like an RPG slash simulator, sort of like the Rocky movies, where you train your character and then you go into a boxing match. It's very much a time-consuming, like sort of repetitive game, but it is very addictive because you get to like go to the gym, train your character up, and then go back into the ring and fight to win. So pretty fun game, and I know a lot of YouTubers have played this, so I'm sure it's pretty good. System Shock Enhanced Edition, this is a super old shooter. I wouldn't really suggest or recommend someone play this if you haven't played System Shock before. I would recommend System Shock 2, but this is kind of similar to like the old Doom games. As you can tell, the graphics don't really hold up too well, but it's a cult classic and a lot of people really love System Shock. Guts and Glory is basically a 3D version of Happy Wheels with workshop support. So if you're a fan of Happy Wheels, you might really enjoy Guts and Glory. It's pretty hysterical. There's lots of crazy like obstacles and traps, very gory, a bunch of saw blades, and just a bunch of death, I would say. I have a video on my channel if you guys want to watch me play it. Very fun game. Going down, Serial Cleaner, I don't really know a whole lot about this. I'm fairly certain it's a stealth game where you go and rob various places and you try to avoid the cops. Or maybe it's about cleaning up like murders. I'm not entirely sure, I haven't played it. Drop the body. Okay, so it's about cleaning up other people's murders, I think. That makes more sense. Serial Cleaner. We have to try to avoid the cops before they find out. Pretty interesting concept. I don't know if it's good or not, but it looks pretty good just from the trailer. Final Exam, this is a 4-player co-op side-scrolling zombie shooter, or at least I think that's what it is. Haven't played it, but I am interested in playing it with a few friends in the near future, so you guys can look forward to that. From the trailer, it looks really fun. I'm sure we'll have a good time with it. Seems like there's a lot of crazy weapons and just a lot of action, lots of crazy abilities. Hopefully some fun bosses. So yeah, that's Final Exam, definitely recommend that. Monochrome, this is basically a Limbo type game. If you guys are familiar with Limbo, it's essentially a side-scrolling puzzle platformer with a pretty dark concept. Don't really know what the story is, but just watching the trailer, it looks pretty dark. Some sort of mega corporation, I'm assuming. Doesn't show much gameplay in this trailer, but if you look on the Steam store, you can find some gameplay. But if you're a fan of Limbo, you might really enjoy Monochrome. And then the last game, Sudden Strike Gold, this is another super old game. Honestly, I would not recommend playing this if you haven't played it before, unless you just have nostalgia. But this doesn't even show gameplay, but just take my word for it, this game is super old. I think it's an RTS, but very, very old. I think it came out in 2001, maybe even earlier than that. So yeah, out of all the games, I would say System Shock and Sudden Strike Gold are a little bit too old to be worthwhile, unless you guys are just familiar with it and want to play them again if you played them in the past. But the rest of the games seem to be pretty solid, and I would definitely say for like 5 or 6 games, 3,050 cents, definitely worthwhile. Again, Carmageddon Max Damage is probably the big game, and along with Punch Club Deluxe Edition, Guts and Glory, and then I would say Final Exam and Monochrome are also pretty decent games. So yeah, that's just a quick coverage of the Max Damage bundle. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And of course, I'm not saying that they're the best games in the world, but for the price, they're definitely worthwhile. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice day.